Welcome you all in the first lecture of engineering physics. In this lecture, we will learn about the interference of light. First, I will introduce you about the interference of light. When two waves of same frequency travel in same direction and have phase difference that remains constant with time, the resultant intensity of light is not distributed uniformly. The non-uniform distribution of light is known as interference. At some points, the intensity of the lights are maximum and the interference at these points is known as constructive interference. And at some other points, the resultant intensity is minimum and the interference at these points is known as destructive interference. When two light waves are made to interfere, then we get the alternate bright and dark bands of regular or irregular shapes. And these regular or irregular shapes are known as interference fringes. We have two types of interference. One, interference produced by the division of wavefront, and second, interference produced by division of amplitude. Fresnel bibeam experiment and Young's double slit experiments are the example of interference produced by division by wavefront. And Newton-Singh experiment and Michelson interferometer, these are the examples of interference produced by division of amplitude. Now we will discuss about the coherent sources. Coherent sources. The sources which are emitted the light waves of same frequencies or wavelength and same amplitude or nearly same amplitude and phase difference that remains constant with time are known as coherent sources. In practically, we cannot produce coherent sources by the help of two independent sources, and there are some methods to produce the coherent sources. One is Lyre's single mirror method. Number one is Lyre's single mirror method. Number two, Fresnel's double mirror method. Number three, Fresnel's biprism experiment. Fourth, Michelson interferometer experiment, and last is Young's double slit experiment. These are 5 methods by which we can produce the coherent sources. Now we will discuss about the phase difference and path difference. These are two coherent sources, and S1P and S2P represent the light wave which are emitted from the S1 and SP. The difference between optical path of these two rays which are in constant phase difference with each other and reuniting at this point P, reuniting at this point is known as path difference, and path difference between these two rays, path difference, we can represent it by delta P, and it may be S2P minus S1P, S2P minus S1P. This is the path difference between these two rays. If it is 1 and it is 2, S2P minus S1P represents the path difference between these two coherent rays. We know that phase difference is 2 pi by lambda into path difference. It means if phase difference is represented by delta phi, then it should be 2 pi by lambda into delta P, that is S2P minus S1P. This is the relation between phase difference and path difference. Now, resultant intensity due to superposition of two interfering waves. We have seen in last topic that phase difference delta phi is 2 pi by lambda into path difference S2P minus S1P. Suppose these are coherent sources S1 and S2 and these are coherent waves and superimposed at point P, O, and suppose equation of these two waves are y1 equal to a1 sine omega t and equation of this wave y2 equal to a2 sine omega t plus phase difference delta phi, that is the in between these two rays, and these two rays are superimposed at this point P. It becomes y is equal to y1 plus y2. y1 means a1 sine omega t plus y2 is a2 sine omega t plus delta phi, and we can write a1 sine omega t plus a2 sine omega t plus delta phi. We can write, if we expand it, sine a plus b. We know that sine a plus b is sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. We can write sine omega t cos delta phi plus cos omega t sine delta phi. This is the expansion of sine omega t plus delta phi. And we can write y is equal to a1 sine omega t plus a2 sine omega t cos delta phi sine omega t cos delta phi plus a2 cos omega t sine delta phi. This is y and this is a2, and we can write, if we take common sine omega t in these two terms, it becomes sine omega t a1 in this term, remaining term is a1 plus a2 cos delta phi plus a2 cos omega t sine delta phi. Now let a1 plus a2 cos delta phi is capital A cos delta. We can consider a1 plus a2 cos delta phi is a cos delta, and a2 sin delta phi we can consider capital A sin delta. And now the equation becomes y is equal to sin omega t, it becomes a cos delta plus cos omega t, and a2 sin delta phi is a sin delta. And now we can write, if we take a common, it becomes sin omega t cos delta plus cos omega t sin delta, and a sin omega t plus delta. This is equation of resultant wave, and where capital A represents the resultant intensity and delta represents the phase difference, phase difference.